Lutzi and Susie O'Neill. The best bits.
I had a bit of a freakish moment yesterday with my dog, Sonny Bill.
Oh.
Suze, it was the only other time it's happened with Sonny Bill. We were running like years ago, and he was on a leash, and he's just stopped. And he's a big unit, like he's probably 45 kilo, I reckon. So when he puts his anchor down, it just like rips your shoulder out of its socket. But on that occasion, he saw an echidna.
Ah, I remember that story, I think.
And the echidna did its whole bristle thing up, and I was
Yeah.
just like, thank God he was on the leash, because have you ever seen those pictures of like when a lion attacks a... have you ever seen that? They end up with all the spears in the face.
Yeah.
I was thinking that was
okay,
going to
yeah.
that was going to be Sonny Bill
You got to
years
been
ago.
you trying to pull out all the
Yeah,
sticks.
if he had have gone it.
Spikes.
But yesterday came across walking through the bush, and Jode had said to me, put him on the lead, which he should have been on the lead. But I was like, oh, he'll be right, because we were just going up to this track, and he's raced ahead, and then I can see he's got his face in these ferns, and thank God Archie and Jode had already gone ahead of me, and I've gone up and I've looked down. He is face to face with a snake. With a snake. And I don't know snakes, but this was a big snake. Like it was.
Was it like had it propped up or whatever?
No, it was like they were just looking at each other, and then and he must have sensed at some stage that not sure exactly what to do here, and I've come in and I've seen it, and it's just like fight or flight.
Fight or flight.
Yeah. Well, I was just completely. I was as
He
paralysed.
froze.
I was complete frozen.
Fight, or what's the one when you're paralysed? Yeah, fight or flight or freeze.
Or freeze. I'm freeze.
Yeah.
I worked out. I'm freeze. because-
Freeze.
But Buzz, I didn't want to go, Sonny, get the hell
Yeah.
away, or freak him out, because I didn't want the snake to do anything. And they just kind of like, they just came to this agreement. And I slowly walked up to Sonny, and I just grabbed him by his collar, and then the snake just kind of went away.
Do you know what kind of snake it was?
I don't. It was.
Let's say a brown snake.
Well, Suze,
A killer.
It was a brown snake. I don't know if it was a
colour.
brown snake,
So it wasn't
but it was the colour brown.
So it wasn't a carpet snake. It wasn't a friendly snake.
Was
It
it
was
green?
or a green
It
snake.
definitely wasn't a
green
green.
one.
It was a
snake.
brown
The
snake.
green ones are pretty friendly.
Yeah, they're
you know.
friendly too.
Yeah, but the brown snakes are the danger. Buzz, that's
Scary.
I'm looking at snakes now and I
you
can't.
know, you know that shiver you just got there?
Yeah.
That's what I've been getting all day.
Yeah.
Just that. Ugh.
You look
is-
at them and they're just.
Yeah.
I saw some footage on Instagram the other day of these three ladies. Where were they? Maybe Canada. And they just were frozen as well. They'd been out walking and a bear had come up to them. You know, those big killer bears, whatever they are. And they were just frozen, and the bear was like sniffing them and like touching them. And they couldn't move. And I thought, I wonder what I would do. There was a lady like about 10 metres away. And if I'd have been her, I reckon I would have taken off.
Yeah.
Because he could have got the other two.
Yeah.
But she was frozen as well.
Isn't that what you're meant to do?
Freeze, yeah.
Freeze.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't move, but the bear's like and touching them.
That's
There was-
incredible to have that foresight though when you're in that situation,
Oh, yeah.
just to stop.
Oh,
Like honestly.
There was I can't even say where this was, but there was somewhere I was recently, and there's a bar / place where you go and get a burger or a beer or whatever, and they told me like there's a snake in the ceiling right above like where the chips are, and I was like, what? And he's like, go have a look, and it was just curled up sleeping during the winter. It lives there, but they're like, don't tell the girls serving because they don't know it's there, and they'll freak. So these girls are you're getting like, can I get a beer and a burger, please? And they're, no worries. And I'm like,
Can you see it?
Everyone must be just like looking above them.
Oh, nah.
It's right there, and these poor girls had no idea it was there. I can't even say where it was.
In Brisbane?
Yes.
Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neill. The best bits.
It's good to be back.
Yep.
I've been away for a month in
Everywhere.
Europe. So the whole family went. So it was Cliff and me and the two kids. They're 18 and 20.
Kids in inverted commas these days, aren't
Like
they?
adults
They're
now.
adults, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we had such a good trip. The only really hiccup we had is we nearly missed our first flight out of Brisbane.
Oh, really?
because we all were, because we're all drinking age, we all got to the airport and kind of... Well, you actually, Lutzi, I'm going to blame you for this.
yeah, Lutzi.
What am I gonna do with
Lutzi,
it?
yeah. You sent me a text going, something about asking about something, but then you go, enjoy your holiday. Your kids are adults now. Just have a few drinks and really enjoy it. And I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. So we got to the airport and all started drinking. I think
Good one, Lutzy.
Good one.
Oh,
That's
nice.
clearly my fault.
I think we all thought that everyone else was, listening
for the call.
Did you ever do
Yeah.
that with four of you? So you just always think the other person's doing it.
Yeah.
All of a sudden we got this thing saying they're shutting the doors and we hear our names over the things. Anyway, so that was a bit stressful. Running to the aeroplane at 100 miles an hour.
Were you the last on the flight?
Oh, yes, they're about to take our bags off.
Really?
It was really embarrassing because, I'm on time, usually really, what's the word? Diligent.
Punctual. Yeah.
Punctual and diligent with that stuff. I don't know. 4 champagnes and I was just like, wow.
Oh, that noise, yeah.
Susie O'Neill.
Yes. Cliff Fairley.
What it is.
Oh, God. It was sure. But no, it was good. One of the best things we did was a big bicycle thing through Italy. It's because it's summer over there.
Like a
but-
tour?
No, it was just the 4 of us on
Oh,
e-bikes.
you were doing
Oh, wow.
it
It
took
looked semi-dangerous, to be honest.
Well, that day was dangerous. It took 9 hours,
Well,
and it was all through the ski places in Italy. But you do a big circle.
even Ned Brockman would talk at that.
Yeah, it was 60 kilometres. What you do?
Is it e-bike? You mean
E-bikes,
electric?
electric bikes, which
Yeah.
is good.
Yeah,
but it's like stuff that Levi does, Ash, in the winter resorts in summer. You can catch the chairlifts up or the gondolas up with your bikes.
Right.
Yeah, right.
And then you go down sort of the
Oh,
ski
cool.
run.
Yeah, I've seen that at Queenstown. They do that, I think.
Yeah, and they might even do it in
Yeah.
Thredbo.
Do they?
Do
Yeah.
they now? And then
Probably,
you
yeah.
catch up the chairlift up, and then you go down
on
again.
the e-bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
It was really good, but it was really technical. We didn't realise because, well, Cliff.
It looked beyond me. I don't
was-
think I'd have been comfortable.
I walked a bit of it, I've got to say. And Alex came along, our 20-year-old daughter, who doesn't really bike ride.
Did she stack it?
She had the biggest stack
Yeah, we did. How did I know
in
that? Yeah.
because I put it on Instagram. Her
yeah.
bruise, the biggest stack in the world. Like I saw it because you go down single trails where it's all rocky and the big turns. Have you heard of? I think they're called berms in mountain biking. Where you go
Yeah.
up, it's like a big wave.
Yeah.
And
It looked
around like
difficult.
that. It was really difficult. And I was watching Alex at one stage, and I don't know how she didn't break her neck. Like she must have put her front brakes on, and the bikes were really heavy, and she just went straight over and did a somersault
Oh,
with this
God.
massive
Oh, my God.
bike. Her bruise on her thigh was almost, I'm exaggerating a bit, but almost knee to hip.
Yeah, right.
It was like the poor
Did she
thing.
have to hobble around for the rest of the trip?
She wasn't too bad. She had a massive had a massive bruise there, a massive bruise on
Tears?
her calf. No, she was so tough.
Pretty tough.
We were so proud of her. We were so proud of little Alex. No,
They do, that
she
could-
actually
Ooh.
said,
She could have put on a turn.
yeah,
Couldn't
she
she?
could have.
You know.
She could have. She's actually said it was her favourite day in the end. Isn't that funny?
Really?
That 9 hours it took us. I
It's
mean,
hot-
by
it's-
the end, I was a bit like, oh my God.
It's high risk,
Finish
though. You're
this
putting
thing.
yourself into an injury sort of predicament when you're
Yeah.
on holiday. It's like the only cycling I did ever with my family was in Galway in Ireland. And Mum famously was like, oh, look at the Galway Bay pub. Bang! Straight into a post.
Oh,
I could see how that could happen.
And she was like, no, I'm fine for 2 weeks. She had 2 broken ribs.
Oh, no.
And just pretended nothing because she didn't want to wreck the holiday.
That is the worst
So
if you
she
have broken
just
ribs.
soldiered on.
Okay.
Wow, what
Yeah.
a trooper.
Yeah.
Oh, God. No, Alex was fine, I think. I mean, this bruise, I should put a photo of it up somewhere.
yeah, we'll throw it on our
Our
socials.
socials as well. I mean, she's still got it. It's very impressive.
Really?
Very impressive.
We're very impressed.
We're
with
very
this.
proud
Very
of her.
impressed.
Well done, Alex. But the kids are still over there, actually. They stayed over for...
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're travelling together. So,
And how are they getting along?
well, they had one day that they didn't like each other very much,
Yeah.
like as all siblings go
Because
through, I think.
you're rooming a lot together. That's a difficult. Again, that same
Close
trip.
quarters.
We had actually because you said sometimes you were all room in the same
All
room.
4 of us,
and that's
yeah.
the same as what I did with my brother and
Parents.
my mum and dad. And I just remember, don't know whether it was me. One of us complained about the other one, like waking up in the morning from a big night out, and you just the ass completely on display. No,
Their butt.
Yeah, my butt. It was
Oh.
either mine or Brad's. I can't remember whether I saw his or he saw mine. That's like,
That was the tipping point.
the sheets sort of drifted off, and it's just bare ass. Your brother's butt, and that got a bit much after a while.
Well, especially with Brad, he's had his problems down there.
Ash, Lutzy, and Susie O'Neill. The best bits.
I came across all these famous people that are related to each other that I didn't realise were. Mm. But as a footnote to that, because we're talking about the Olympics, did you see that Loretta Harrob's daughter got runner-up in the Wimbledon junior singles over the weekend?
Loretta Harrop triathlete.
Loretta Harrob was a triathlete in my era who got a
Yep.
silver medal at the Sydney Olympics.
Indeed.
And she's got 2 kids who are really good tennis players. Emerson Jones, the daughter, got runner-up in the girls' Wimbledon tennis. The best result since Ash Barty.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, did you know about that?
I did not know about that.
But I saw that Liz Smiley, the tennis player, her son, Elvis Smiley, he's just qualified for one of the majors, I'm sure, the British. Was it
In golf?
Golf.
Yes, but he's a really good golfer.
Oh, wow.
I think that's this week.
He's a gun golfer.
Okay.
That kid.
Yeah, it's funny, hey. So, well, I'm going down more of a path of celebs because I saw yesterday that the voice of Bart Simpson, Nancy Cartwright, is
woman.
actually, it's a woman.
Yep.
Is the auntie of Sabrina Carpenter. You know that singer we play all the time? Have you got any of Bart?
Ooh, okay. Let's have a look.
Sorry, I'm putting you on the spot there. And I've got a list of them that are all related.
eat
I
my
never even
shorts.
knew that were related. I can start going through them
Yeah,
if you want.
let's go.
Okay. And it's good actually having Mitch here because some of these people I don't know who they are. So Julia
Why
Roberts,
is Mitch going to help more
because they're
than
movie stars.
Julia Roberts? I've heard of her.
Have you heard of Emma Roberts?
Yep. Emma Roberts?
Yeah.
Which one's she?
Oh, she's been.
One of the Emmas.
She's
an actress.
she's been in a lot of stuff. She's in the American Horror Story a fair bit over the last couple of years.
Yeah. Her auntie is Julia Roberts. Did you know that?
I didn't know that, actually.
Do you guys watch Emily in Paris, the TV show?
No. It was still... No, I can't say I use the line for that.
Oh my God, it's really good. Mitch, have you seen it?
I've been around when my wife watches it. Yes,
It's really, really
No,
good.
Jody's loves
Yeah.
it too.
Just quickly, Emma Roberts.
Yeah.
Are you still doing that one, or was it like...
Yeah, I've gone to the next one, but that's fine.
No, because Eric Roberts,
Yes.
the actor, is the dad.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know who Eric Roberts was either.
That too.
No, he's not the dad. He's the he's the dad.
He's the dad of
Emma,
Emma Roberts.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
And,
Okay.
and the brother of Julia.
Yeah.
You don't if you saw him, that guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I've moved on to...
Sorry.
Lily Collins is the main actress in Emily in Paris. I definitely recommend it. It's a really good show. Her dad is Phil Collins.
Really?
Yes.
Is Phil still hanging in there?
yeah, I think so.
Is he going all right?
Yeah, touring around, not releasing anything,
He
but
said Huey's best too. Still hanging in there.
No, he hasn't been well.
yeah, right.
I saw a picture of him up on stage and he didn't look good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Here's a good one. And they've acted together, these two. Emily Blunt, Devil Wears Prada.
And
Is-
James Blunt.
No, not James Blunt. Is Stanley Tucci's sister-in-law. Is that how you say his name?
Oh,
Mitch?
Tucci. Yeah,
Tucci.
yeah.
Emily Blunt is Stanley Tucci's sister-in-law.
I believe because this is the trivia that I know that's useless to me. When they made Devil Wears Prada,
Yeah.
she introduced because he started that with her, and she introduced them, and they got married to
Oh, that's how they
Emily's
got to-
sister. Yeah,
Oh, that's how they got together.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you guys know Stanley Tucci? He's that bald guy.
No.
I think again
Yeah,
you'd know
I know
him.
him.
You'd know him.
Oh, yeah, I know
story.
him.
know him,
Yeah,
definitely.
I know
Yeah,
Stanley
yeah.
He's like a scene
Yeah.
stealer in everything he's been in. But yeah, Devil Wears Prada, Hunger Games. Yeah, he's great.
He does all this cooking stuff now. Too.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
And
On
also
Inst-
travel shows.
Yeah, it's good.
Stanley Tucci Goes to Italy.
Yeah.
I definitely recommend that too, actually.
And that's her dad.
Brother-in-law.
Brother-in-law.
Brother-in-law, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, you guys know this one. Dakota Johnson is
yeah,
the daughter
Dakota
of...
Johnson of Meg
50 Shades.
Mel
Dakota.
Griffith.
Yeah.
Mel Griffith.
Mel Griffith.
And the dad is...
John
John
Johnson.
Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good matchup. isn't it?
Melanie Griffith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they still together?
No, she went and hooked up with. Was she with Antonio Banderas for a while?
Yeah,
And they
she
broke
was.
up. They were
Did they
together
break
for
up?
like 20 years, but they broke up the last couple of years.
I told you about the time I ran into her in like an airport lounge
No.
in New York.
Sounds good. Let's
Melanie
finish on this.
Griffith.
Was it just at a bar, or was it at an airport?
It was at like an airport lounge, like the equivalent of like
Corners Club.
Corners
type thing?
Club type thing in New York. And we were going to fly home. Jodie's gone to the bathroom. Melanie Griffith is at the bar, and I was like, oh. I'm going up. I'm going up. And
Really?
and I went up, and she ordered the red drink, like a
Bloody
cocktail.
Mary.
And I went, oh, what is that? And she goes, it's a Bloody Mary. And I've gone, I've always wondered what is in a Bloody Mary. She told me what was in it. She goes, oh, you're Australian. And I went, yeah. And she said she just finished filming a film with an Aussie,
Oh, yeah.
Joel Edgerton.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
Yes.
Russell. What's his name?
No, Joel Edgerton.
Oh, yeah.
Were you also thinking at this point, geez, I hope Jodie takes a long time in there.
Well, I ordered
whatever she's doing.
I ordered a Bloody Mary. I said, I'm going to order one of them too. So I ordered a Bloody Mary, and I was there long enough. And then Jodie actually did come out and saw me chatting up with Melanie Griffith at the bar.
What did Jodie do?
That
So
reminds
she
me.
just kind of stood there, and then Melanie left, and then we walked onto the plane. and she was in business class. We had to walk past her. Very shameful. Yeah, we're back here. But we had a little wave. And then she got straight into a limo when we got to LA, and she was gone. It was like,
Wow,
wow,
that's
that's
interesting.
That's her first class service everywhere.
For some reason, it just reminds me. I was watching Modern Family yesterday. Who's the dad at Phil?
Yeah.
It's the sort of thing he'd do, that when waiting for his wife to return from the
Yeah,
toilet,
yeah.
like, panicking.
Ash, Lutzi, and Susie O'Neill. The best bits.